Big Drip. Where you going?
Hello, everybody. I'm going to be 3D modeling Whisper from the IDW Comics Sonic the Hedgehog. I also have just a speed run of Sonic the Hedgehog playing in the background. Apparently I know nothing. What's up, High Volt Games? Just doing some 3D modeling, so I figured that I would share it with y'all if anybody's interested in watching. And also it records it for the video that I'll eventually make. I download it and then put it together. So let's get started. I have these two reference images. I have one from the front, one from the side. I just took these from Google. I think it was a DeviantArt Evan something. What's up, Saxondry? How's it going? I'm going to turn down the audio of the background game a little bit. All right. Well, let's get started. This is going to be my next custom. I think I'm going to make the body a cylinder. Let's start with the left view. Start creating a cylinder out of this. Thank you, Saxon. Yeah, right now I'm kind of switching off between Sonic customs and doing the traps. I don't know if you saw my short. I just set up a pretty cool setup. I'm going to be streaming Skylanders tomorrow. And so I set this whole thing up. I've even got lights and things there so that I can make sure that the figures are viewable. Should be pretty fun. So stop by if you're interested in watching Skylanders. I'm going to be speedrunning it. So I'm training up the characters that I need to train up in order to do the speed runs. I'm just going to do an any % run of Trap Team. I'm going to get X-ray mode on so I can really start to build out the shapes here. You'll make sure you'll watch and like. Awesome. Thank you so much for the support. It's been really awesome. I've had this YouTube channel for 10 years or so, but I never really got into trying to really grow it and stuff. These last 4 months or so, it's been really great to have people coming by and watch it. It's a really good time. It's great to talk with people, and it also helps me with, like, when I'm doing work on stream like this, it helps to know that people are watching so I don't slack off. Because it kind of keeps me in the zone of not wanting to look like I'm slacking off, so it helps by not letting me. A lot of big YouTubers have their slack off moments, but since I started watching recently, you've been doing great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Trying to decide if I'm going to fully model this in Maya or if I'm going to take it into ZBrush. Because to do this kind of corset part, it would be handy to just do all that in ZBrush. I might actually do that. I got to cheat this area up a little bit though, because let's see, I'm trying to think of what this would be like in toy form. Because the arms are going to come out right here, but this has more of a shoulder shape. I'm not going to be modeling any of that shoulder, I don't think. Oh, I'm going to be modeling part of the shoulder. Yeah, I'm going to take these out a little bit. Yeah, then it kind of represents the shoulders a bit more. Yeah, I think I am gonna take this into ZBrush. Do I want to model other parts first? No, I feel like going straight to the ZBrush part. So first of all, let's save this. Let's see. What am I looking for? It's going to be art projects, Whisper, a folder called 2ZBrush, body, export selection, ZBrush. Oh, and it occurs to me I need to switch the screens now because I'm working in ZBrush. Change right screen to actually be screen number 2. Ah, there we go. Now we're in ZBrush. I'm going to import what I just had. Art projects. Whisper to ZBrush body. All right, there's the body that we model. I'm going to have to get it smoothed out. Got to put on my fingerless glove to keep the screen clean while I sculpt. All right, so she's got I guess I can just really smooth this. I always hate how when it gets smooth, if I do something that has poles. So I need to actually remesh this, so let's make it a polymesh 3D. Geometry. Modify topology. Excuse me, Z remesher. Say OK. Let that load. Oh, it still did it. What the heck? Oh, but they can now it's getting smoothed out. Okay. All right. So let me take a look at the reference again. And she's got kind of like this V shape going like this. Oops. I think I can even go a lot heavier on the geometry. Oh no, it's more of a curve like this. Okay, and then her front kind of has like these two triangle shapes coming up. Something like that. Oh, but again, I'm kind of... all these lines are kind of convex, like this. I not forget that. But I still want a sharp line. Ready, go! Alright, I think that's good actually. What does she look like from the back? Oh, I don't have a view for the back except for the side view, and that shows that it's just a straight line, okay? Get rid of some of this here too. I'm wondering, does that seem centered properly? I feel like I need to cut into it more here. Let's extrude this first. Yeah, I think that's fine. Clean up these edges a bit. I don't know what it is about it. I just not liking something about it. The lines aren't very straight. I'm not sure how to clean that up properly. I always forget how to do the lazy mouse. Stroke, lazy mouse. It is L. I pressed L. Oh, it's just very, very long or very short. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just trying to give a little separation there. But the lazy mouse, it's still not working well. Lazy smooth 15. Okay. Then it's like, it's got like fabric. Goes down like that. And also on the back.
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you? No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now.
And it looks like there's kind of a,
Let's just see you take it.
there's more of a V shape to the waist. Oh, what's up? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. We got Awake Ethel Wolf. Yo, excited for this one? Awesome. Freddy and Friends Gaming says, why? Do I take commissions at all? Just an OC 3D modeled? Oh, you just got an OC 3D modeled. Nice. You know, I'm not really doing commissions right now because I'm doing a lot of specific things to experiment to grow the channel. And so I don't have a lot of time to work on any more commissions after I did Fang. The reason is, you know, I just want to do a lot of specific things that I want to, you know, I'm not just going to be making the Skylanders traps and the Sonic customs. I'm going to be making a lot of big stuff. Like for Pokemon Scale World, I'm going to make a huge Wailord. I'm going to make a big old Tails Walker from Sonic Adventure 2. But so I've got a lot of things on my plate, but I'll definitely let people know when I start to do commissions again for sure. Freddy and Friends, what kind of Roblox game are you making? That's awesome. I think I want to try to give kind of a fabric pattern to this. I don't think it'll show much in the 3D print, but I think it could be interesting. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Awake for sure. Oh, there's some stitch options here. But mainly what I want to do is make this into clay buildup. Do a drag rect and try to give it like a, there's a fabric-like texture. It's going to be a tower defense game. Awesome. Hey, you never responded to my text, by the way, Freddy. I was asking if you wanted to come over and stream Skylanders today. Do you want to do it tomorrow? Because I am streaming tomorrow. Huh, this is kind of like a fabric. Kind of makes it look like fabric. I don't know. It's very, it's got a certain pattern to it that's not looking good. Well, before I get to that anyway, I'm just going to do some more just regular brush, because this kind of gets bunched up here. Oh, I wanted to make it more of a triangle shape. All right, cool. Freddy, send me a text tomorrow, and make sure your mom's okay with if she's okay with you being on stream and stuff, and we'll get set up to play. I'm training up some of my characters to do speedrunning. This is neat. Is this like a 3D printing specific modeling software or just Blender? No, this is actually ZBrush. It's kind of like the features in Blender that do sculpting, but this is kind of like the I'm a game artist by trade, so day to day that's my job, is I'm a technical artist, and so this is kind of the industry standard tool for sculpting. I don't use it nearly enough. The people who actually do this for a job, like I don't use ZBrush in my job except for when I'm exporting something for one of my teammates. But the people who actually do ZBrush professionally, they're insane. I just use it as a tool that I know the basics of. Yeah, you totally wear a Five Nights mask so you don't have to show your face. That'd be funny. Yeah, I'm going to pull in this waist because she definitely has a thinner waist in the concept art than what I just modeled here. Trying to really make sure that I get these proportions correct. And I also have to exaggerate a little bit how thick the corset part is, because when it becomes a 3D print, the details don't come out as much. So I always want to exaggerate it. All right, so I think I've brought in the waist enough, and now I notice that there are these kind of like fabric bunches, like it's like her corset's kind of bunching up like my shirt is here. So I'm going to kind of look at my shirt as reference and kind of look how it bunches up here, and then it's got some extra like lines up here. So always pay attention when you're sculpting things to what you see in real life. Always use reference and make sure you're using the right tools, not the move tool. I just want the standard tool. I'm just going to give a few lines here. Let me turn up the intensity a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how to represent that kind of shape that's in 2D. I know I don't have the image up on the screen right now, but it's got like a kind of like bunched up fabric line here. Oh, that looks kind of like it's bending a little bit, because of course it's going to be kind of like it's a multi-layered material, like it's thick, right? So when it bends, it's not going to have tight bends like my shirt. So you also got to think about when you're sculpting different fabrics and things, different materials. Certain rocks are going to have certain wear patterns. Certain fabrics will have different bend patterns and textures and things. You got to really just think about, even though this is a cartoon character, what would it do in real life? Especially in the back here. Look how I've modeled her spine to kind of be posed back a little bit. So when she poses back, this part's going to be a lot more bunched up than this front part, right? So we're going to go in here and do a lot more extreme bunching. And I'm going to go extra extreme again because it doesn't always come out well in the 3D print. Yeah, look at that. It totally looks like it's bending with her back. And now it starts to look like fabric, right? It starts to look like, even though it's a cartoon character, we're talking about things that actually happen in real life, how these materials are going to bend a certain way. Oh, it's so fun when you get a technique looking right. That's awesome. Maybe this part's going to bend a little bit, and we'll do some subtraction here. Yeah, see, that's totally starting to look like a thick fabric, right? So awesome to see other people making custom Sonic figures. For a while there, it was only Wake Angel. It shows you've been doing this for a while. That's smart. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Wake Angel does some awesome stuff. And also, you know, the other big names are Tito the OG and... who's the pink one? Pink GameCube. She is really good. Yeah, those are kind of the big three. And I want to make it a big four. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. That looks like fabric. I'm happy with that. Some of these lines could use some cleaning up though, but you know, this stuff, I don't need to noodle on it because when it comes to the 3D print, a lot of that's just going to disappear anyway. It's not going to be that noticeable. Because a lot of what I'm sculpting right now, a real professional sculptor would say that it looks very ZBrushy. There's a certain quality to things that if you're not a great ZBrusher, that really good artists can tell like that you're not doing the lines quite right and stuff. I'm just going to cut in a little bit here just to give a little more definition. Actually, that looks pretty bad. I don't think I need to keep noodling. I like what I have here. Let me save this up. You're not who I'm looking for. Alright, so we're going to decimate this, which means it's going to take it down to less polygons, so it's workable. It said, man, Tito's Sonic 06 figure goes hard, and Pink GameCube has some awesome adventure-style eyes. Thought about doing her elbow joint mod, but a little scared to. I haven't seen the elbow joint mod. I'll have to check that out. All right, so now if you look closely, all this geometry is like all messed up now. It's because it lowered the resolution, which we need to do enable to keep working on it in Maya. So let's export. From ZBrush. I'll call this just body. Hey, what's up, Goatsfish? He says, hey man, I have a friend who is actually a massive fan of Whisper, so I hope this comes out well. I'll do my best to meet their expectations. All right, so we're going to move back to Maya here. And so we started with this basic shape, right? Let's bring in the new shape. Cute couples get in free. Let's go. And so here's the body. Look at that. I feel like that looks exactly like what it is. Now, I realize now based on the concept that this back part needs to actually come up a bit. So I'm going to see if I can just cheese this a little and just select like this. And will it just rotate nicely? Ah. Let's pull it out a bit first, then rotate. Just so we can get more of the right shape there. Let's see. Freddie and Fred says, OMG, Corey, guess what? What? What's up? And in the meantime, while he answers what's up, Wake says, I believe her joint mod was a YouTube Shorts thing. Curious, how hard is it to keep your prints to scale with other Jax figures and parts? Oh my gosh, Awake, have you seen my video on, well, I guess both Trip and Fang? I talk a little bit in each one of those videos about how much testing I do. I just have bags and bags full of these test prints of just slightly different sizes. And what I'll do is if I'm working on a hole that should fit the peg of a certain character, I make this little cylinder that has the peg shape, and I make dozens of these with like 0.5% change in size, because, you know, when you can measure something, but it never ever comes out quite right in 3D printing. So what I do is I make these little cylinders that just have simple markings on them. Like this one happens to have 3 markings right here. So I know when I test it with the toy, the one with 3 markings works best, and then I'll keep using that shape. So sometimes it can be really hard to keep them in scale because the tolerances are just so tight. Freddie and Friends says, on my new channel, I posted a video 2 hours ago and it has 112 views. No way. Let's take a look at it. Take a little break. It's spelled incorrectly on purpose. Specifically search for that. Yeah, the only way to streamline it Awake is to just do more and more parts for different characters and then just know that it's the right shape. But like every character has just slightly different joint shapes. It can get tough. How am I going to find this? It's Freddie and Friends Gaming. Yeah, this is... And it's spelled with the extra E in there. Why is your profile not coming out? Oh, it's a short. But I'm trying to find the user Freddie and Friends Gaming. Man, I don't like the way that YouTube searches for profiles. Freddy and Friends Gaming. And we specifically want the misspelling. Freddy, what's the name of your video? Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, wait, this is your other channel, though. Here's your main or your current channel, gaming. There we go. Let's look at your short. What you got? Socks for one. Oh shit! Did a YouTuber die? Yeah, I did find it. I think the chat's a little bit behind because I got it up on the screen. Yeah, so Freddy, who is that? I'm not familiar with him. Presumably he passed away. What kind of content did he make? All right, let's make sure that this doesn't look too weird now. It kind of gave like a weird. I don't think I like the shape. I think I liked the original shape, even though it doesn't fully match the concept art. I feel like what I made is a bit more natural. It's a very popular YouTuber with millions of subscribers. Oh, dang. Oh, and I just realized Awake said, I can't imagine what goes when Jax is making new figures after seeing after what you go through. Yeah, it's crazy. The making functional toys work. I used to work in experimental products at Disney, where we'd make experimental toys and games, and to get the tolerance that we, would send off to China to be machined and stuff, they had to do so much testing and lots of back and forth. We'd do 3D printing here in the US to test stuff, but then like to actually get the tooling right, there's so much that goes into, like a company in China that does the actual injection molding and stuff. It's crazy getting parts to work together. It's nuts. What's up, Sir Chompy? Should you start making Skylanders content? Why not? If it's what you love to do, definitely, man. Always try to find like a nice niche though. Like try to find something that other people aren't doing. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do is 3D printing, custom traps, and things like that. So yeah, if you want to start making Skylanders content, do more than just play the game. Like me, I'm playing the game from time to time. I'm streaming it usually to get footage from my videos. But definitely make Skylanders content, but bring something new to the table. All right. So I'm pretty happy with the body there. What should I start on next? Let's work on the boots. So this is, when I look at what next part I need to make, I just kind of think about what the basic shapes are. This looks to be a cylinder right here. This is probably half of a sphere. So yeah, let's start by making a cylinder here. My computer froze up a bit there. That was weird. What's up? But we got two Freddy and friends in here talking to each other. Nice. Get those extra views. I'm trying to get monetized, so I'm trying to get those 4,000 hours, but it can be tough. I've got the 1,000 subscriber requirement.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Trying to think of what this bottom part will be.
I'll cut him off at the missing ruins.
Yeah, her boots have some good shape to them. Freddy. Somebody's pretending to be you, huh? I wonder who. So I'm not gonna... Let's see. Well, I am gonna cut into these just a little bit, but I'm not gonna actually cut the feet out yet until the shoe is actually fully modeled. Alright, so that's probably like a half of a sphere.
Hey, what's happening here?
But I'm going to use a cube and then smooth that. Actually, I'm just going to kind of build this out just like part by part.
I've lost her again.
That Freddy and Friends is actually me, but there's another one pretending to be me. Oh, say what? In what way? Like they made another account or what?
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
Claiming to be me. You're kidding. You gotta show me tomorrow. Yeah, that's weird, man. You can't see his channel because he blocked me. Or he blocked you, so you can't see his channel? That's weird. What's the name of the channel? I wonder if I could see it. This looks a little bit too boxy still. I mean, the shoes actually are pretty boxy. Freddy and Friends official. Let me check this out. Let's get to the bottom of this. Oh, let me just make a couple changes real quick just before I forget. Oops. Oh yeah, that lines up with the concept art really well. There's still something it's not quite right about this. Well, the heel, first of all. I need to add an edge loop there. Oh, but shoot. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, well, while I think about that, let's take a look at that channel. Freddy, his name is Freddy and Friends Official. One single word. Freddy and Friends Official. That's not coming up. Are you sure that you have the right name? Because you know how there's a difference between the channel name and the actual user? Yeah, because it's not coming up unless you give me that name. Alright, so I need to get this shoe part to be more square. I could do a multi-cut. But I just don't know which part, like maybe from here. But first of all, I need to get a split down the center. What's up, Grenade? Yeah, anyway, Freddy, that video, it's not showing up for me. So, yeah, definitely try to find that actual account name. Then I'll take a look. Try to report it, say that they're stealing your videos. Put that Sonic Adventure speedrun back on. All right. Ooh, this whole part is a little... Oh, look at this. The, Wait, where's the concept art for the side? Oh, yeah, there it is. The concept art for the side, I've modeled it to match exactly, but it doesn't match the height here. See, the front view has this further down. So I'm just going to split the difference. Do I collect any old games or consoles? No, not really. My dad just pulled out the Nintendo 64. I'm trying to mod Spyro so that I can make Skylanders for the PS1 and use the extra controller, hack it so that when you scan a Skylander onto an NFC reader, that it sends controller signals. I'm going to try to mod Spyro's Adventure to have Skylander's characters switch in and out. It's kind of like a demake. Freddy, what do you mean by that? What is Torturing Stegosaurus Part 2? I'm not familiar with the Part 1 that... Oh, no. So you the stickers. You already did one? That's awesome. Yeah, I gave Freddy a bunch of Stegosaurus stickers, and he's doing a series where he tortures Stegosaurus. I feel like these boots need a little bit more dimension, but I'm not sure how. Maybe by scaling this part in? Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, so I got to figure out the best way to... See, this still looks too square to me, but the design definitely has a square shape to it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so let's get to the kind of hard part, which is I need this part to remain square, but I need this all to stay smooth. So I need to start putting some... First of all, I need to make symmetry be object X, so that when I go into multi-cut, so we'll start right here. See what happens here. All right. Yeah, that works, because now... Oh, no. So we want this part to stay round. This is going to be a tough challenge. Let's edit mesh. Where's delete edges / vertices? Right here. And then this vertex here. Both of these actually need to move all the way down. Yeah, see, there we go. Now you can see how the transition goes from square. Well, is it square though? I think this part should still be rounded actually. Like what part do I think needs to be square? Because when I look at the side... Oh yeah, this part will still be round, but this part from the side needs to be straight. So I need to use multi-cut here. And I think just right there should do it. Yeah. And then this can come out more. Yeah, I'm liking that shape. Then we'll just add an edge loop right here to get that nice and tight. I think we got a boot. Oh, there's spikes on the bottom. I got to build those still. Let's see. Awake says, "Man, I wish I could learn how to do stuff like the Skylander thing you were talking about." Yeah, I don't even I don't even know how to do a lot of that stuff. It's going to be figuring it out as I go, because I don't know how to mod PlayStation games. I've modded games like Phasmophobia, PC games, never PlayStation games. And then the electronics part, that's like an Arduino. You can kind of watch tutorials on that. You are giving me a hint, Freddy, on what the next one is going to be. I see 2 blasts and a fire. I think you got firecrackers. That you going to burn it? That's scary. So I'm just making some simple shapes here for the boots. And we're going to want to make sure that this all stays completely flat too, so watch this trick. So even though the concept art shows them going up, we don't actually want that for the toy. And we want this to be flat, right? So we're going to line up the bottom of the screen with these here. Then make sure that the boot matches as well. This way it'll be completely flat in the 3D print. Get these guys to go further out. A Chaos Emerald. Alright, there we go. We got a boot. Oh, it's a little bit square in the back, so I'm going to take these edges out. Alright, let's get this one smoothed up. Insert edge loops. Boom. Boom. Oops. Yeah, I think that looks boot-like. I like it. Just move that over to the side. We might want to angle them a little bit, but let's try it not angled. And by the way, earlier I meant, can I make a mask for you? No, sorry, my printer's not big enough. And if you saw the last video about Fang, the company still hasn't gotten back to me about a fix. So half of the printer is out of commission anyway, so all I can print is like things this big and then like up. These shoes seem a little bit big, don't they? I mean, that's what the concept art showed, but it just looks really big in comparison to the body. No, they are really big. Okay. I think I'm going to make the tail just connected with the body. So I'm going to start with not a cube, cylinder. Yeah, we could also postpone to another weekend if you want, because this weekend we are going to be playing specific characters for training for speedrunning. So depending on if that's something that interests you or not, if you want to just play a regular game, we could do that on another weekend after you find a mask. see.
Oh no! Not again! Chaos! Could this be the same beast? Oh yes! Attack Sonic! No!
What do you mean? But it depends on what time.
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me. Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail. You won't get away with this, you madman. I will. You're no match for Chaos, even though he's not perfected yet. Okay, Chaos. Destroy them all immediately.
I'm not sure how I want to make these individual pieces here. What time do I want to do the live stream? I was thinking midday, like maybe 2. I think I'm just gonna make it. Excuse me. I think I'm just gonna make like this be the main tail, and then have like other offshoots from it, and then merge it all together in ZBrush.
Sonic! Hey there, Knuckles. Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something. Until we meet again, Sonic! Stop! Come back here!
I can maybe go run and get a ski mask. Yeah, yeah, whatever works for you.
I hate Eggman. Where's this?
But I mean, if you need to get something, I can probably just, when I come pick you up, we can hit up Target. Would you rather do that? Because if you don't have, I don't know what you, because you guys don't have a car that's not in the shop right now, right? So it's probably just me who's going to be driving. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go get you a mask at Target.
That light. I think it's trying to show me something.
Yeah, so as far as planning goes, let's go ahead and say expect me over at your place at like 1:30 tomorrow. Sound good? Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm actually going to give a little detail to her tail, I think. I'm trying to think of what other characters have tails like this. Oh, Tails himself. I want to try to match the sculpting. Yeah, when they do like fluffy tails, there's not a whole lot of detail on it, so I think what I've got here is just fine. I'm tempted to add like some lines to it in ZBrush, but I don't know. Does that on its own look like a tail? I don't think so. It looks kind of wonky to me. Maybe can add some more fluffs to it. I'm actually going to do real fabric for the coat too. Should be cool. I think this part needs to be scaled in just a little though. I also don't want it to be fragile though. I mean, the concept art shows that it should be that thick, so. I do want to take that into ZBrush and at least merge things together a little bit nicer. Freddie, see if your brother's interested in going too.
What's this place? Where am I? This is really weird.
File, export selection, tail. Your phone's about to die, but I'll stay until it dies. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Why not plug in your phone? Are you not near a outlet? Oh shoot, it's not. They didn't come in combined. Oh wait, or did they? I think they did actually. What happens if I do this? I can't tell if they're a single object or not.
What's he doing here? Never mind. This time I'll get him good.
They still seem to have that kind of shape to them. I'm going to have to combine it in Maya first. So mesh, separate. Mesh, booleans, union. Cool, now they're all a single object. That was loud. There we go. Now I'll Z remesh this. Yeah, much better. All right. So I'm going to try to smooth out some of the transition here. Can I help you through Roblox game? I don't know anything about Roblox. What do you need help with? I can make 3D models and stuff if there's a, if that's like, I don't know how you develop in Roblox, but if there's like if you do all the development, because I don't have time to learn a new engine right now. I assume, yeah, Roblox is kind of like its own engine, right? So yeah, I wouldn't be able to learn the whole engine, but if you need 3D models and stuff, I certainly could. What's the genre of the game? Oh, designing the towers? Yeah, designing the towers, like drawing them out. Yeah, totally. What's the genre of your tower defense game? Oh, see, this would look really cool. Just some lines in the tail. I think I'm going to do some light lines because even though that's not kind of the style of Sonic toys, I feel like this needs to look more like fur. And this can really look cool with that. What's up, Ola Penguin? Hydrate, yeah. I'm hydrating. I had enough hydration last night that I do not feel like hydrating today. I'm working on making Whisper the Wolf from Sonic the Hedgehog. So here's what she originally looks like. She got like this corset thing that I was trying to really make look like fabric. Trying to give like the folds in the thick material. Trying to bring that into 3D. The Freddy, your theme is a war. Like, is it a realistic World War II type war, or is it cartoony stuff? What's the style? Like medics, gun units? Yeah, but I'm asking, what's the style? Is it realistic style? Is it cartoon, like aliens and things? Is it futuristic? Is it old-time war? I don't even know how much these lines will show in the 3D print, because I do want it to be subtle. Because really, the Sonic toys, they don't really have sculpting of fur and stuff, except for like the end of the tails on tails. I'm sorry, Freddie. I don't really know what Roblox style is. Are they kind of like chunky characters? Like, they like cylindrical heads and stuff, if I remember correctly? Ooh, but you say it's an alien invasion. I like that. Called Alien Tower Defense. Nice.
Watch out. He's up to something.
This is the perfect opportunity for the snake hook tool. Oops. So we can take just various parts of the model and just try to pull them out. Just give little tufts of fur coming out like so. Hold on, beer bag, get some water. Yeah, gotta hydrate. Just like Ola Penguin was having me do. I don't want to add too many of these tufts because, you know, they're not really in the drawing, but I do want to make sure that when it comes out, that it looks like fur. Yeah, I don't know if I like those little bits there that I did. So I think I might just kind of smooth them out of existence. Maybe leave a little bit of them just to add some of that tiny bump to it, but I don't feel like it really worked well. You're back, what's up? Ooh, but here we can add a little texture to it. Yeah, I think that's... Man, I actually really don't like those bumps that I added. Get rid of them. What happened to the game? Oh, it stopped. Put on some Sonic and Chill. I'm getting a little tired. I might be calling it a night soon. So excited for April. What's happening in April? Thanks, Ola Penguin. Appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if I'm going to do that same texture. Well, yeah, if I did this on the tail, I'm going to have to do it on the hair too. The thing is, when it's, she's only really been seen as 2D illustrations, so it's hard to, oh, yo, thanks for stopping by, Ola Penguin. I appreciate it. Good seeing you. I kind of have to do that texture to everything in that case. Ah, your birthdays and Easter. You a big fan of Easter? Bailey's a big fan of Easter as well. She just got an Easter wreath today. Okay, yeah, we'll just see how that comes out. Yeah, I'm not ready to tackle the head yet. The gloves, I think I might be calling it a night tonight. I got some good work done. These shoes, when 3D modeled, just look so big. Do I know what day is your birthday? It's the 5th. It's like a 1 in 30 chance that I was right. You know what? I think I might recycle the gloves from one of the other characters, like Trip. Where is Trip, by the way? I don't know where the files are. Ah, gosh, but I'm getting really sleepy. Well, we got plenty to do on this character. I think I might call it a night for tonight. After you tell me what day your birthday is. Also tell me the name of your favorite pet, your social, and I know your mother's maiden name. That's all the information I need. April 3rd. I was 2 days off. My brother's birthday is on April 4th. Freddie, did you see the Skylanders display that I set up? I put it into this box so it's easy to move around. So I've got the trap and everything. All the figures in there. What do you want for your birthday? Got anything on your list? Oh yeah, I am really tired. Oh. Not yet. All right, all right. I see a not yet and a yes from you. I forgot the order that I asked those questions. Oh, this doesn't have any hands in it. Oh, yes, it does. Here's one. Yeah, honestly, I might just use the hands that work already. What does Whisper do? She holds a thing. I don't know what that is, some kind of weapon. And the other hand is just open. Yeah, so I'm basically going to do the same thing, except she needs a rounded part. I'm going to have to find a file where I haven't merged them together. You do have stuff. All right, well, let me know tomorrow what things are on your list. All right, well, like I said, I think I'm going to come pick you up at 1:30 tomorrow. We'll go pick out a mask at Target. And then we'll stream Skylanders. All right, well, thanks for joining for this stream. You can tell I'm pretty tired. So I'm going to get some rest so we can do a good job tomorrow. And we'll look into that account that's impersonating you. And we'll talk about your Roblox game and what I can make for it. We'll go from there. So cool. Yeah, be ready by 1:30, and I'll see you then. Have a good rest of your night.